Well, hello and welcome to Qlik Spotlight. Now, this is a spotlight that has a focus on something that we are all going through. The whole world is going through at the moment with the COVID-19 virus. So, I'm going to be speaking to people around Qlik and just to find out how they're coping, what their strategy is, any messages they want to get out. Because as at a time of as most of us are self-isolating, I certainly am. We're not getting that chance to socialise so much. So, what I thought would be a good idea is that we have a chat with CJ. Now, CJ is also self-isolated and working from home. Welcome, CJ, and welcome to the Spotlight.
Hey John, how are you?
Yeah, I was asked the same thing of you. How are things going? I'm fine. It's a bit weird. We were talking about before we got onto this that it's all a bit strange and a bit surreal. And yeah, it's funny to see how it'll pan out. And how's yourself and your family there? How are you coping?
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, John. Yeah, it is a bit weird. Look, I guess I would say all things considered, I'm doing well. And I truly hope that you and all my friends over on the other side of the pond are as well. In this strange time, I have my family together. Still work with a great group of people and work at a great company. So, again, all things considered, I feel very blessed.
So, if you had a message that you wanted to give out to Click at this time, because there is, and certainly felt this, there is that feeling to be all involved with this virus, and constantly on the news and doing stuff. But I mean, we still as a business need to perform. So, what's your message out to all of Click at this time?
Yeah, you mean other than stop watching the news because it can be overbearing?
Yeah, that is a
Yeah.
good one. Yes.
I think the best way I could sum it up, I used to work with a guy years ago, and he had this plaque on his desk, and it said, "This too shall pass."
Yeah.
And I really think that that sums it up. I've been accused numerous times of being a glass half full kind of person, and quite honestly, I wear that as a badge of honor.
Yes.
We're all living in a world that seems very upside down right now, and the news, the newspaper, you can't see something without seeing something about the coronavirus
Yeah.
pandemic. And obviously, it's a very serious situation. There are people dying, and there's nothing to make light of that by any means. But at the same time, I really try to convey the same things that I try best to, live and demonstrate in my own life, and that's focus on what you can control.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got to stay the course. Um, I was thinking about this, John. In every town hall, Dennis always talks about EBITDA. And I'm not
Yes.
sure how many people actually pay attention to that. But it's we've been relentlessly focused on that as a company, and quite honestly, it gives us the financial strength to weather through situations like this. And it really does give you an appreciation of why a well-run business actually
Mm.
matters.
Yeah, and with Mike's message, he was saying there's still deals coming in. We're still running as a business, and that's very important, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Look, we still have, customers that rely on Qlik to run their business. That's our number one priority right now. Obviously, taking care of our employees, the health and safety of our employees. I think we all have to. You mentioned the social distancing. I think
Yeah,
that's a new Scrabble word that's been introduced into
yeah,
everybody's vernacular these days.
yeah,
You know what? Don't do unnecessary things. Let's band together, as difficult as it is. I think the other word is, the flattening of the curve of this virus so that we
yeah,
can get
yeah,
through this quickly on a global level.
yeah. It is important, and you're right on that. So on a personal note, then, has your partner got sick of you being under her feet yet?
What do you mean yet? No, that's nothing new, John.
And another note, and this is something that we've seen, and I would this is a humorous remark, but all in all, seeing people going out and panic buying and this whole kind of stay calm, it will go away, and this is the truth. And I think we need to be, if there's a message, be aware of other people that can't go out and get that. But on that note, what about your toilet rolls? And have you got many of those around the house? Have you stockpiled on those?
Yeah, John, just to add on to what you said, I've seen some really strange things in my lifetime, and I got to tell you, this toilet paper hoarding has got to be at the top of
Yeah.
the list. This is something where the first thing that pops in my head is, are you people really serious?
Mm.
But I will tell you also, and my wife, I used to make fun of my wife. She's got the toilet paper thing on the auto renew with Amazon. So,
Oh,
it's like every month we got these big boxes showing up, and they've
yeah,
been
yeah.
stacking up in our basement. And, I've been giving her a hard time with that. So, guess who has the last laugh now?
That's yes. I bet she's very smug about your current toilet roll
Slightly,
situation.
slightly.
Yeah, and then there's a point around that is being aware of other people, and on a social note, also being aware of people around you that maybe can't get out. And there's been a lot of stuff going on like that where you've seen the real silver lining to this is that social consciousness and helping out with people. So, but one thing that I think, I mean, for me, working from home, I've been doing this for the last decade, last 10 years. So it's kind of, situation normal for me. But for a lot of people who have, do not have the ability to go into the office and who have from work from home, there is that can be an issue. So if you could have one or two tips on people on how they survive by working from home.
Yeah, it can be tough, John. There's a lot of distractions there. I'm an extrovert myself. When I'm in the
Yeah.
offices, I love walking around the offices. I see people that I don't have the opportunity to see every day. I love talking with people, hearing about what's going on. And I think at times like this, John, communication is probably the most important thing that we can all be doing, talking with each
Yeah.
other, interacting. I guess I would say the good news about the world that we live in today is that this whole idea of being connected virtually can be done. Um,
Yeah.
I'm a big, passionate believer in using video in all communication. We've got the technology to do this. It really is the next best thing relative to being face to face live.
Yeah.
And look, we're all in the same boat. We don't need to dress up. We all have families. We're all human here. Honestly, no one really cares what you look like in the morning or the fact that one of your kids may come rambling through the home office. It happens to all of
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
In fact, I was on a call yesterday. I had a meeting with senior vice president of one of our customers. We were going to meet locally for lunch. We tried to demonstrate the
Mm.
right thing of social distancing, so we did a video call. And we spent the first few minutes having some laughs around what happens in the world of video calls. So that actually
Yeah.
helped bring us closer together. And we're all facing it. So I guess the glass
Mm.
half full aspect of me is maybe this will actually help us all come together and get to know each other even better as a team. A couple other tips that I always
Sorry. Go
like to say is you know try to dedicate. I know this is tough. If you can dedicate a place as your virtual office, it can help out, and stick to a
on. Mm.
dedicated schedule. And as part of that, you got to know when to shut off. The one of the problems with a home office is, I'm sure you can relate, is it's
Yeah.
very easy to be there almost 24/7. And it is important in times like this that we actually know when to shut off and spend that time with the family.
Mm, yeah, and one of the things I make sure I do because I'm lucky enough to have a home office, but I have my lunch somewhere else, so I won't
Yes,
have my lunch in there. I won't exist in the office because that then makes it there's no delineation between you and work and socializing, and that can be an issue. So. And when we talk about the internet, I mean, what I've seen and what a lot of people saying is that actually now internet is being used for what it really should be used for. So it's now showing its worth, isn't it, for using the internet
it's a
and
great
doing this.
point.
So maybe
It's a
the
great
skies will be
point.
a bit clearer as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you said, this is not going to last forever. And we are all in it. There isn't, it's not like we're sitting here and it's a country issue where just one place, everybody is in this. But once this is all over, what are you looking forward to doing the most?
Getting the hell out of my house.
Yes, your
I
wife
look,
may be
I
thinking exactly the same thing.
well, you've been talking to her, right? Look, I love my family, but being surrounded by my wife and three daughters can truly test the limits of sanity. Yeah, in all seriousness, again, the optimist in me, really gives me hope that a tragedy like this, especially on a global scale, I mean, this
Yeah,
is touching everybody across the globe.
absolutely. Yeah.
The optimist in me says that, I think this is going to help make the world a better place. And I do look forward
Yeah.
getting back to, a new normal. And, I'll go back to the infamous words of that coworker. I truly believe this too shall pass, and we're going to come out
Yeah.
stronger as a company because of it.
Excellent. And we've got the by the time this has gone out, actually, the town hall will have happened. So we've got the town hall, and Mike has said that it will be solely focused on COVID-19 and how we
Yeah.
can help. And as a company, it's important, isn't it? And Qlik, for me, I've seen, working internal comms has really gone all out to make sure that we are supporting the people that are working here and giving them the information they need around COVID-19.
Yeah, no, I think it's great, John, and the opportunity that you have just to reach out to people and get us all just talking and keeping that communication up. I think times like this, it's becomes even that much more
Yeah.
critical.
Excellent. Well, CJ, thank you so much for spending the time giving us a bit of a peek into how you are going through the COVID-19 pandemic and reaching out and letting other people know about that. So thanks very much for your time. See you virtually again very soon, I'm sure. So take care and keep washing those hands.
Thank you, my friend. Safe to you as
Yes,
well.
excellent.